Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from the ZAWA server, and I am still out here at Wildwood Zoo doing some building. I'm actually standing here in front of these two lovely ladies. These are the giraffes here at Wildwood Zoo, Jeffrey and Melman, both of whom are female. Thank you guys for those of you who participated in the trivia question. The answer is both are female, even though they both have masculine names. But hey, I caught two lady giraffes. That's just what happened there. Looks like one of them just spontaneously woke up like, whoa! All right, in today's episode, stay tuned for the next trivia question. It's going to be coming out here shortly after you see this. Yeah, I was a little late on this last one because I sort of forgot. Kids started screaming, kids started crying, you know, life happened, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, okay, I forgot the trivia question. My bad. All right, so in today's episode, though, we are heading back. Let's actually get these out in spam. There we go. Got off the ground. We're heading back over here, over to where the monkey exhibit is, the spider monkey exhibit, because you guys killed it once again in the comment section. Thank you all for leaving a comment or a suggestion for your monkey names. They made my life, made my job here naming them so much easier. So thank you for all of that. If I didn't select your name, I'm so sorry. I will get to it. That guy just broke out of the waterfall right there. Okay. He's been spinning in there since last episode. I came back here, did some work here on this path, obviously, as you can see here. I added this path here going up this way, and brought that one that just kind of ended right there in the last episode down and connected it over here to where they can actually see the spider monkeys. He has been spinning in the waterfall the entire time. I'm not sure which one that one was, but he's been spinning in there for a while. But now that he's done, we can get in, we can get in here. First off, it's going to be tricky getting out of here, but what I'm going to do is, because I don't want these spider monkeys just to run away, I'm going to seal myself in here. All right, so they can't get out, I can't get out, we're trapped in here forever. I am the exhibit. Help me, get me out of here. Whoa, that's my face. Help me, get me out of here. So, all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to name the spider monkeys, or rather, I should say you guys name the spider monkeys. I'm just the messenger. I'm just here putting these things in place. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to name them after your guys' suggestions, and the first one is going to be George, okay? So I'd like to give a big shout out to Christopher Renshaw, Sakana, Space Jesus, and Heather Harmony, all of whom suggested that I name him George after the monkey Curious George. So let's go ahead and get this thing out so we can see if George is a chick or a dude or what. Maybe another trivia question. All right, so what are you, George? You're a chick. George, enjoy your time. All right, so there's Curious George. He's climbing on up. He's trying to escape immediately. I'm guessing they'll probably all stay up there near the top because I guess these guys can climb. So that's where George ended up. All right, so let's go to the next one. Now, the next one, I give credit to Heather Harmony for naming it Abu. All right, so Abu, what are you? You are a male. There you go. Abu. That's, of course, the monkey from Aladdin. So thank you for that name suggestion. All right, and the final one goes to... All right, the person's name is the Roblox Climber Boy. Yeah, that's actually his name. And that is Caesar, or Caesar, or however you say it. It's the Planet of the Apes monkey. I never actually got through all those movies, and that one that he was in, I don't know if he's in multiple ones. I never really watched those movies, to be honest. I should probably sit down and do that, if I just could find the time. All right, so Caesar is dead. He must be sleeping. He's a male. He's naughty. He's also intelligent, from what I read on the wiki. He's not actually dead. I think he is just sleeping. Are you going to wake up, dude? Seriously, you're kind of startling me. Oh, there he is. He's alive! Yay! Little snooze. He's like, what happened? I dozed off in the woods someplace, and I came back, and here I am, stuck in here. All right, so these guys are in here now forever and ever and ever, listening to the bears growl at them. I'm going to try to do the little trick to get out of there. There it is. The little ender pearl trick. That's how I'm going to escape. They don't have ender pearls. They don't have that luxury. The spider monkeys are in place now for their fans to come and ooh and ah over them. So thank you once again to everyone who named the spider monkeys. Really helps me out a lot. Really makes it easy for me to name these things. And in the next episode here, if you guys could drop some names for some of the next animals I'm going to be placing. Well, not placing, but I'm going to be building their exhibit in this episode. Rhinos, okay? I didn't actually plan on putting rhinos in here, but I thought about it. I got some room to fill, so I'm going to be putting some rhinos. Now, if you remember, there was an episode where I punched a rhino in the buttocks. You know what I'm going to do, right? You know what I'm going to do. Get my bare hand out. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Oh, he's going to get me. He's going to get me. Oh, he got me. Go to sleep. Yeah, and then I had to run. Yeah. And then he attacked me. So, but that's okay. I'm sure all's forgiven. I do have some rhinoceroses, though, captured here in my chest of animals, so I figured I better build an exhibit for one of them, or for two of them, maybe. I'm thinking two. Two should be fine. All right, now where are we going to build this? Let's pull up the map real quick, and you can see here, this peninsula is all we have left. This is it, people. This is the end of Wildwood right here. This is as far out as I'm going with it, and then I have to pretty it all up and make sure it looks good. A lot of this stuff I still need to decorate around the pathing and stuff. And like this area right here I pointed out in a previous episode, I need to do something there, and I haven't yet, so I've been slacking, I'm sorry. But I'm thinking right here would be a great spot for a rhinoceros exhibit. However, if you look at this place, it's elevated, and there's a lot of flat open area. And to give the rhinos enough room to move around, I'm thinking about, let's get the torches out here so I can plot this thing out a little bit. I'm thinking about having it go right up to the path right here. And it's going to be recessed into the ground so that the rhinos don't just jump the fence and kill every guest that walks past here. So it's going to run along here, and which means I'm going to have to dig this down. And then it's going to go basically along the shoreline, so I don't really need to mark that out. And then these little blocks I placed here are just marking out where I want the path to go that way. And then it's going to obviously follow that path. And then I'm guessing somewhere right around here, cut back. And then I'll follow the shoreline. All right, so it's a pretty big exhibit, actually. It's not too bad. But it's going to take quite a bit of digging, and I'm going to have to recess it down to the ground quite a bit. So, pickaxe, let's grab that. All right, let's do this. And behold, a hole. I dug a hole, people. I did it. So this is going to be the Rhino exhibit. All right, this is going to be it. This is, I think this will work out just fine. I had to set up the beacon because that's actually a lot of digging, and boy, that went a lot faster when you have like haste 5 or haste 2 on efficiency 5. Man, that goes a lot faster. All right, I got the palisade wall put up and back. Now that wall design, I'm thinking when I do like the finishing touches in this place, I'm going to have to try to keep something going here also to kind of block off the wilderness out there, because if you go over here, actually, there is, unless I was seeing things, might have been hallucinating, a bear right there. That's not part of the zoo. That's just a wild bear right over there, well within range of the guests. So I'm definitely gonna have to do something there. Now there's gonna be steel bars on top of all this right here, kind of lining the front of this, and I might have to rework this path just a little bit to make it fit a little bit better because I had to take off some of it. But yeah, this is the exhibit for the rhinos. Now I don't actually know what kind of rhinos I even have, so let's go take a peek. Well, that's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so I looked at the rhinoceros I have. I have two types. I have a black rhinoceros. I almost just crashed into the fence right there. I have black rhinoceros and Sumatran rhinoceros. Okay, rhinoceroses. I wonder what the plural is. I could probably look that up. I'm not going to, but I probably could. Okay, so of the two, I think it was might have been a black rhinoceros whose butt I slapped, because that looked like a traditional rhinoceros. I found them in kind of like a wastelands area, which is kind of an appropriate biome for those things, I think. But I looked more into the Sumatran rhinoceros, okay? So that's what I got. I got two of these things. These guys actually, like, I think rhino, and I think like plains, I think savanna, I think stuff like that, you know? These guys don't live there. Similar to the penguins, I'm going to be thrown for a loop in this one. So I'm going to go with the Sumatran rhinoceros for these. But these guys live more in like rainforest and forested areas. Okay, so that's like with a lot of undergrowth. It says, what does it say? I'm looking over at the wiki. They live in both lowland and highland secondary rainforests, swamps, and cloud forests. So high vegetation, and like swamps. I could do a swamp. I mean, I basically did one like over there not too long ago. I could do a swamp, but what fun would that be? I like the rainforest idea. Now, one thing I'm going to want is definitely jungle leaves, and I don't have a lot of those. So, I think I'll have to collect some. Alright, real quick note as I'm flying back after collecting all of those jungle leaves. If you guys haven't been tuning into the Valheim series that I started, I've only got a couple episodes out at this point. But you should definitely check it out because there is currently a treehouse building contest on that server that I'm working on where I am definitely going to be entering. And in it, the judges are actually three of the the three of the Valheim developers. Okay, they're going to be coming on the server to judge the builds. So I'm hoping I can build an impressive treehouse to wow the developers of the game. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. It's the Valheim Hearth and Home playlist if you guys are looking for it. And we're coming in hot, super fast, no brakes. I'm just kidding. I'm definitely gonna hit the brakes. I still haven't, I still haven't died on this server somehow after all this time. It's been a year and a half, and I'm still alive. All right, so if I'm gonna build a nice place for these guys, oh, I also grabbed some flowering lily pads while I was there, some flowered lily pads. If I'm gonna build a nice place for these guys, one, this stone has gotta go, and in a blink of an eye, just like that, the grass is gone, or the stone is gone. The grass is here. All right, so I raised the back part of this up just a wee bit. I think I am going to put a little bit of a water feature in here because I'm thinking these rhinos, they gotta be pretty big, right? Probably. So I don't think they're going to drown in 1 block deep water. So I'm going to put some of that in there, as well as put in some of these flowering lilies. I want to make this place overgrown, pretty overgrown. Now, if I could add a fog effect, I totally would, because that's what it says here on the wiki. Cloud forest, of course. I can't really mimic that, so we're just going to do like a heavily dense forested area. So let's carve out where I want the water area to be. This looks pretty good right about here, actually. Let's do this. This will give a place to cool down. We'll have it come right up there, almost like an area for like where the hippos have a bunch of water. I could do that, but I don't really need to do a bunch of water. Just a little bit. Something like that should be just fine. Now, I do need to do that up the bottom of that, because that looks bad. But that looks a lot better. All right, so imagine, we don't have to imagine. We don't have to imagine this very much. We can actually just fill it up. I think, do I have water in my backpack? I don't have the right water in my backpack. I do have water in this backpack. Can I get in here and get some water without having to get out of here? I know it's kind of I'm right next to water, so it's kind of stupid that I would even have to worry about that. But hey, I just don't want to climb out of here. Let's go ahead and actually get a little infinite water source going here. And then we'll fill this thing up, and we'll actually be kind and... Did that water come back? It looks like the water's back. Okay, never mind, the water's back. We're gonna go ahead and fill this up then. This will be the little water pond feature area for the rhinoceroses or rhinos. I'm just gonna say rhinos. It's easier to say that plural. To kind of dip into and bathe. Now, actually, I should have not done that because I do need to do the land around this. I need to do the land in this whole thing. Now, green is the name of the game on this one for sure. Okay, so if I'm going for overgrown, I'm definitely going with green. Let's go ahead and squirt a couple of these guys on here. Sure, why not? Okay, some of those are real, some of those are fake. I think that one's real there. Okay, good. Yeah, green is definitely the name of the game when it comes in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the bat backpack. Now, I do have not a lot of green concrete powder left, so I'm probably going to have to go make some more of that. But we're definitely going to be sprinkling this in here pretty heavily, I'm thinking. Because it has to be a pretty green area in here. And this is just like a different texture of green. Or a different color of green for the ground, because it's the same texture as grass, so that's why I love using it. And it especially comes in handy when it's in a dry environment and you're trying to add green into it. Green concrete powder for the win. All right, I'm going to sprinkle this in here. I'm also going to have to go make a couple more stacks probably, or maybe a stack or so of this green concrete powder. And we're going to come in here and we're going to place it all throughout this area before we try to decide on what else to put in here. Oh, podzol, probably podzol. And I also did go grab some more of that. Turns out I had a bunch back of my little storage area anyway. But yeah, that's going to be important as well. You know, I'm going to hold off on placing this stuff right next to the water because I'm going to need to replace some of these blocks and I'll turn it to concrete. It'll be a big, huge disaster. All right, so I got to go grab some more concrete powder and then we're going to get to work on prettying this place up to make it look snazzy. Okay, so I got the green added, and I did go ahead and do that up the edge of the pond over here. And I was thinking about actually having like a river flowing into it, but I'm not too sure on that anymore. I kind of like the idea of this just being like a little water area right here. At least more room for vegetation and plants and stuff. So I do have to go in and sprinkle in a whole bunch of this podzol though, because this is supposed to be a very damp rainforest kind of high moisture area. So we are definitely going to be incorporating in quite a bit of this stuff as well. more so than more than just where I have these holes so far. I'm just filling these all in right now just because they're easy. But I do have to go ahead and sprinkle in a bunch of podzol now. And then we got to probably mix in at least one more block into this palette to really make this place work. Green, huh? I mean, I could actually sprinkle in some of this hardened clay right here. Like, I would love to use the mud block, but as I've said in previous videos, the animals get stuck in the mud block. So I'm using hardened clay, brown hardened clay, as a substitute instead. I do think the mud block would look way better, but I got to work with what I got. So, all right, I got to sprinkle in a little bit of podzol in here, more than a little bit actually, quite a bit of podzol to really make this place pop. And then we can probably get to work on actually doing some of the vegetation, because I'll go through and add the path blocks in between there afterwards then. So, all right, podzol away. All right, I got the podzol added. I also went ahead and added what looks like the mud blocks, it's the hardened clay, down here on this lower level only. I didn't actually add it on the top half here because part of this says that they like to live in swamplands also. So if I make this kind of look like a marshy kind of wet, boggy area, you know, that might be part of an area that they actually enjoy hanging out in as well. But this top half here, I can leave that drier. Still obviously not much, but it, like, I even added some patches of water actually in here, just periodically in places. Okay, so now we got to go ahead and we got to start putting some foliage in here, like big time. we got to do some quite a bit of changes now. Custom tree or not? I think I'm just gonna go with the dynamic trees for this one because I think they'll work just fine. I almost want to put like a willow tree in here. I know that that's not exactly rainforest, but it is the swampland kind of things, and I think that might actually work out pretty good. Do I have? I'm gonna have to look. Maddie loaded me up a while ago with a bunch of great stuff, but I don't know what I all have. Here, let me go take a look and see what kind of saplings I have. If I have a couple of willow saplings, I'll absolutely throw at least one in here, maybe even two. Oh yeah, she did. Check it out. She got me some willow saplings. That's what I like to see. Let's go ahead and plant one right here and see what that happens. I think. Now let's. Do I have some bones? I do have some bones. Let's get a little bit of bone meal and see if I can't hurry this process along. Mother Nature, you need a little boost. Aha. It's not bad. Definitely looks like a swampland kind of look, kind of appeal to it. So do I want to do another one? I kind of do. Hold on. Let's just throw one right here and let's see how this looks. Oh, one bone meal left. Beautiful. Yeah, see, I kind of like it. Now, the vines are going to grow all the way down to the ground. I don't think there's any way the rhinos can climb into the trees, so I'm not really too worried about that. I was going to see if I could plant another one, and if I do, I'm going to put it back here. But is it super necessary? Let's try it once, see what it looks like. Worst case scenario is I just chop down the tree. Let's get a little bit more bone meal here, because I kind of ran out. Grow! Oh, last one I grew on. Whew. All right. Let's hop on out of here actually, and where's my yeet balls here? Yeet. There we go. Let's hop on out of here and take a look at this and see what it looks like. Sorry to scare the crap out of you there, monkeys. Okay, yeah, I like that. All right, so the tree placements I think look good. They don't really look like willows though. I mean, that's what they are officially. That's the style and biomes of plenty. So I guess I can leave it because the alternative is I build my own. And man, does that take some work. The weeping willow design I can do, but it kind of works better on a larger scale. So like it would take up, I'd only be able to fit one in here and it would take up a huge portion of it. So instead of doing that, I think I'll just leave it. Actually, I know it looks very Minecraft-y, but I think I'll just, I don't know. I'm going to leave it for right now, and we'll see if we can't jazz up the rest of this area. But comment section down there, let me know. Do you think these trees look good for this area, or should I change them? Actually, let me know after you get done watching the rest of the video, because I'm going to do some foliage work in here now. All right, I'm going to leave them for right now, and we'll pick up on this a little bit later. I need the leaves backpack. All right, let's go ahead and grab these. I went and grabbed a bunch of jungle leaves, so we're going to definitely grab a bunch of them. We're going to grab a bunch of oak leaves as well. And we'll start with that for right now. I do have, of course, the spruce leaves too, but I'm going to try to leave them out of this one for the most part. And maybe even add some of these dead bushes and stuff in. A couple little color change stuff. Not much. All right, so we're talking about adding bushes and shrubs along the backside for sure. Let's get in here and actually kind of dot this back area. It's going to basically be almost all of it is shrubs and what dotted on here. So we're going to change up the leaf variance here just a little bit as we go. I want to make sure also that they can't get out. That would be really, really awkward if they did. So let me block this part up right here. Switch these around. I'm gonna have to get up here just a little bit. Yeah, there, done, perfect. Except for I don't have my axe on my hotbar. That's not perfect. All right, what does that all look like? Good, bad, kind of? That's not bad. All right, let's go ahead and keep adding leaves to this thing to really make this kind of pop. Yeah, something like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle in a couple of these leaves in various places, especially around the background walls. I think that this is where the moneymaker is gonna be to really make this kind of work. So, another thing where I don't want them to escape. I'm flying on my elytra for some reason. I don't think they can get out of that, so I think we should be fine. And once I get these leaves put in, we should be able to tell whether this looks bad or not. Oh, that's the wrong pickaxe. In fact, I can probably put that one away. Let me just stash this one. Fortunate son, he can go back. I was using that to collect some cobblestone earlier. Silk Touch doesn't really work so well for collecting cobblestone. Is that a lake glitch under here? Or is that just the natural shadow of the place because it's being blocked by the weeping willow? Might be. It kind of looks like a light glitch. All right, so let me get around in here, placing a bunch more of these leaves and stuff like that, and we're gonna actually see if we can't get a close to finished exhibit done relatively soon here. Remember, get your brain thinking caps on. I need names for these rhinos. Okay, I got the leaves put in. What do you guys think? Let's actually get one of my eat balls out here, and we're gonna check this thing up by the monkeys again, scare the crap out of them. Boo! And and oh, I'm stuck back here. Let's take an overview look of this with all the bushes added in here. What do you guys think? I think this looks pretty overgrown now. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Now, we're not done yet. We're not done by any means. Okay, let's put the leaves away for right now. Let's grab the plants out here. And I think I actually have another plant backpack here, right here, this one. Oh, I just chucked it in there. Now, I can jump out of here, but I'm going to have the steel bars here to prevent that from happening for the rhinos, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, I do have another plant backpack here, and there's this thing, too. So bamboo, yeah, I guess. I mean, bamboo would probably... It's probably where it would grow, to be honest. Let's be real here. This is the jungle, so it probably makes sense if there was some bamboo growing somewhere in here. Now, I wonder, does this stuff actually grow? I don't know how this magic works. It probably does, to be honest. So let's go ahead and put a couple of them back here, and then what we'll do is, I'm pretty sure it does. Do I have any string on me? I do. 1, 2, 3. I think that it does grow like sugarcane kind of thing. So what we'll do is we'll put pieces of string on top of it. This might be completely pointless. It might not actually grow, but I did it anyway. All right, so we'll put some of that in the back left there. So there's a little bit of plant life there. Now let's head back to the secondary plant backpack, the one that I keep forgetting that I even have. Fan palm. I like the names of that. That sounds good. Let's go ahead and add some of this in here as well. Like I said, we're adding foliage for the rhinos to kind of come through here because they actually do like this stuff, according to the wiki anyway. Like I said, the tropical or like rainforest-esque looking areas is what I'm going for here. So what else do we got to make this place really come to life? These things look amazing. We're talking greens here. Greens are what we want. Let's go ahead and sprinkle these guys in places as well. And I'm going to go through and add regular tall grass as well to this too. So this should blend in quite nicely with all of that as well once I add it. And add another one right back there. And right here too. And right there. And one more somewhere. Right up front here. Okay, got it. And then what else we got? I want to add some more of these things because, like I said, this is the chance to use a lot of this plants. Reeds. We're gonna throw some reeds in here. Maybe not. Maybe where the reeds go. There we go. Found a spot for one. Maybe. Any, please. What did I plant on before? It's just the coarse dirt. Oh, okay, looks like we're only having one set of reeds in here. Because I can't seem to get those to plant on anything else. Why not? I mean, they shouldn't they? Maybe I'm doing this wrong. I'm probably doing this wrong. Never mind, I got some. But it's right across from the other one. That's not exactly where I wanted it. What did that plant on? That one planted on just... See, now it's not planting on. Why is it sometimes? Did I just click it a bunch? I don't know this voodoo magic. So sometimes they're planting, sometimes... Oh, there it goes. Do I have to be airborne? That's very strange. All right, let's go ahead and put those back. I mean, kelp, I could put it in there. I don't know if they have, like, secret... Sea oats isn't really... It's not seeds, really. It's... Berry bushes actually would work, okay? So I'm going to actually sprinkle in 1 or 2 of these things in various places. Now, if these grow berries on them, that's totally fine. I don't want to overdo it because it's going to be red. It's going to look weird, so I'm just going to put a couple of them in there. Jin's tongue? Sure, let's see what this looks like. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll definitely work in here, too. So we'll go ahead and sprinkle that in places. A couple of them here, there. All right, yeah, see, I'm thinking that looks pretty good. It's getting there. Anything else that I can sprinkle in here? This stuff looks nifty, especially for the swamp texture. Yeah, so especially like down here near the water's edge, I think this is gonna look really great. On the lower half only. I don't really want to put this up very high on anything. I want to keep this down low because this is where the swamp is. Okay, good. And like I said, I'm not gonna put that on the upper area at all. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and stash that. Oh, that was a good one. I like that. Short grass. Sure, I could actually sprinkle in a bunch of short grass in places too. Wouldn't hurt anything. Because that'll add a little bit of grass texture when it comes time to, or grass diversity when it comes time to adding the bone meal. So I don't know if the bone meal will affect this or not, but at least we'll have this in here in a couple places. And up front someplace, and right there. All right, sweet. Got some short grass put in. Now, what else can we put in here? I want to keep packing this stuff in, actually. Wild celery. All right, let's see what this looks like. Wild celery, sure. Oh yeah. Probably put this sparingly, kind of in the back someplace, in a couple places, and maybe like one up front here. All right, that's getting to be quite a bit of green stuff now. I don't know if there's anything else I really want to add, except for maybe these cool looking things. And maybe one more right about here. Okay, I got one more left here. Let's stash this in some location. Maybe back here. Okay, good. Now, let's get to the bone meal and stuff, because I think that's enough for the plant life stuff. So let's go get a bunch of bone meal. And actually, before I do that, let's get the path blocks put in here to really make this place come to life just a little bit more. Now, I actually don't want to overdo the path blocks too much in this, so I'm going to try to do it a little bit more sparingly. So I want to leave enough space for like a lot of the tall grass. I also probably should eat some food because it looks like my guy is starving. But yeah, so I'm going to put this path blocks in sparingly, and we'll see how this looks then. All right, I got the foliage put it in. I got it all done. I got the path blocks put down. I got the grass added. I got the little pebbles added. I think it's done. I think that's it. The only thing left to do is squid backpack. Where are you? I need you. I need you in my life. Let's go. Nope. Let's put those back. Don't even touch those ever again. I need to go ahead and I need to add the railing in on this thing, so that people don't fall in, obviously, because that'd be awkward. But that way, this will be a finished exhibit, and we can actually get around to adding the rhinos. Now, I do need to doodad up this area up here, obviously. That's part of the path. I need to plot out a lot of what's left and what exhibits I can add still. Let's go ahead and throw these back in there. What exhibits I can still add and whatnot. But I'm thinking that this is it for the rhinoceros exhibit. So I have 2 Sumatran rhinos right now, so I could really use names for those. So if you guys don't mind, don't go down in the comment section and let me know a couple things. 1, your name suggestions for the rhinos. 2, how your day is going. Are you having a wonderful Friday? I'm having a pretty good one. And 3, do you think these willow trees work for this build? Actually, now that I got the foliage put in, I think they do. Actually, I do think they work. But let me know what you guys think. So, all right, I'm going to wrap up this episode. So thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes and name suggestions and all of your energy into the series. I will be back next week with more ZAWA. So thanks again for watching, everybody. And bye-bye.